I'm 29M, and until about 2 months ago, I was engaged to a woman I genuinely thought I'd spend the rest of my life with. I'll call her Emma. We'd been together for 5 years. She was smart, funny, beautiful in this down-to-earth way and made me feel like we were always a team. That's why this still feels so surreal to write. We met through mutual friends and hit it off fast, lived together for 4 years. I'd proposed last summer and she cried, said it was the happiest day of her life. We started planning our wedding, small-ish, intimate, set for spring this year. I was excited, nervous, but ready, except in the last few months before the wedding, I noticed she started getting distant. Not majorly, just little things, turning her phone away, being tired a lot. I asked her a few times if she was okay, if we were okay, and she always said she was just stressed about the wedding and work. I believed her. Why wouldn't I? But then one night, I got a message from a friend of mine who works at a bar downtown. He said he saw Emma there with another guy, said they were acting coupley. He didn't want to jump to conclusions, but he figured I should know. So I did something I never thought I'd do. I checked her iPad. It was still logged into her messages. I found weeks of texts between her and a guy named Brandon. They weren't just hooking up. They were talking about what their life would look like once she left me. What hit me the hardest wasn't even the cheating. It was that she was planning to go through with the wedding just to get through the big day. In her words, then figure things out after the honeymoon. In one message she wrote, "It's just easier to go through with it now. I'll leave after the trip. I just want the photos and the gifts. Then I'm done." That shattered me. I didn't confront her right away. I needed time to think. And honestly, I was in shock. I felt like I was walking around inside someone else's life. But after a few days, I realized I couldn't let this woman marry me under false pretenses. So I called off the wedding. I didn't make a scene. I didn't do anything dramatic. I sat her down the next week and told her I knew everything. At first, she tried to deny it. Then she cried. Then she got angry, tried to say I was violating her privacy by looking at her iPad. But it didn't matter. I told her the wedding was off, I was done, and she needed to move out. She begged me not to tell her family, said she'd explain things her way. I didn't promise anything, and I did end up telling them the truth when they reached out, confused and heartbroken. Her mum actually apologised to me, which just made it sadder. It's been about 7 weeks. I moved back into my old apartment. Thankfully, I hadn't sold it yet. Cut ties completely and started therapy. Some days are good. Others are just numb. But I'm proud of how I handled it. I didn't scream. I didn't humiliate her in front of everyone. I just walked away quietly, cleanly. And that's a kind of peace I'm learning to hold onto. Hey Reddit, it's been a few months since I posted about calling off my wedding after discovering my fiancée Emma was cheating and planning to leave me after we got married. A few people asked for an update, and I guess I finally feel ready to write one. It's been a weird mix of painful, peaceful, and oddly empowering. Right after the breakup, I went into this fog. You'd think walking away from someone who lied to you would feel clean cut, but honestly, I missed her, or at least the version of her I thought was real. Grief is weird that way. You mourn a life that never actually existed. Emma tried to reach out a few times. I didn't respond. I blocked her on everything. After she sent this long message a couple of weeks later, half apology, half blame. She said she panicked about our life being too settled, and Brandon, the guy she was cheating with, made her feel seen. Whatever. I didn't reply. Her mum actually called me again, said she didn't know the full story when we first talked, and once Emma finally admitted everything, she was heartbroken. Not just for me, but that her daughter could do something so calculated. She said she hoped I found someone better. I don't know what kind of parent Emma grew up with, but her mum seemed genuinely kind. Brandon, apparently that fell apart fast. A mutual friend told me Emma tried to move in with him a month after the split and he bailed. No surprise there. Relationships built on secrets and side pieces usually don't last. As for me, I've been doing therapy every week. It's helped more than I expected. I'm not over it. Probably won't be for a while, but I'm not angry anymore. I think that's the real win. I went on a couple of dates. Nothing serious, just dipping my toes back into the idea of connection. I'm not rushing. I've realised that I'd rather be alone than with someone who makes me doubt myself. I also started running again, which I'd stopped doing during the wedding stress. Small thing, but it makes me feel like me again. If there's anything I've learned through all this, it's that silence can be more powerful than revenge. Walking away with your head held high, no screaming, no drama, just a clear boundary. That's the part Emma didn't expect. And I think it's what messed with her the most. She lost someone who genuinely loved her. I lost someone who never really saw me in the first place. In a weird way, I came out ahead, thanks to everyone who sent kind words or just listened the first time. It meant more than you think. Hey Reddit, it's been about a year since I walked away from the woman I was supposed to marry after finding out she was cheating and planning to leave after our wedding. Life has changed a lot since then, in some small, quiet ways and in some that feel like tectonic shifts. I wasn't planning to post again, but something happened recently that brought everything full circle. I ran into Emma. It was at a mutual friend's engagement party, totally unexpected. I hadn't even realised we still had people in common socially, but I guess the world's smaller than we think. I almost didn't go when I saw her name on the guest list, but then I thought, why should I let her presence take something from me again? She looked different, not in a bad way, just older somehow, tired maybe. Or maybe I'm just seeing her clearly now, without the rose-tinted lens of love. We didn't speak for most of the night, just exchanged that awkward nod across the room. But right before I left, she came over. Her voice was soft. Can we talk? I paused, then nodded. She didn't launch into excuses. She didn't cry. She just said, I'm sorry for everything, and then added, you didn't deserve any of it. I didn't say much back, just, I know. And then I hope you figure things out. That's all. No dramatic closure, no second chances, just a moment of honesty between two people who once almost promised forever. After that, I walked out into the night, cool air, clear head, steady heart, and for the first time in a long time, I didn't feel any anger or longing, just peace. So where am I now? Still single? But this time, it doesn't feel like waiting. It feels like becoming. I've rebuilt a lot myself over the past year, found new friends, travelled solo, even switched careers. I'm not the same guy who was standing in a tux, smiling at someone who's lying to my face. I'm better, wiser, sharper. And yeah, I still believe in love. But now I also believe in protecting my peace. To anyone going through betrayal or heartbreak, you will survive this. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but one day you'll look back and thank yourself for walking away before it destroyed you. I know I do. Thanks for being part of this journey, Reddit.